Today I'm gonna get a little nerdy and break down a philosophy that I have on how to always be decisive. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Lori. So there was several years in my youth, maybe like between 2001 and 7, something like that, where I was pretty heavy into poker and played it probably every night except for holidays, and even worked with it for a little while. I didn't realize it at the time, but being so immersed in something and sort of running the same analyses in your head constantly over and over again every single night, it starts to sort of wire the way that you think. That era of my life has played a major role in the way that I approach decision making, even today after many years of not playing at all. So I'm gonna make a video today to share a little bit about what I learned. I know that by now a lot of people are already very familiar with poker, but just be a little bit patient because I'm gonna simplify it and sort of generalize things so that it's easy for people to understand even if they've never played. Poker, specifically Texas Hold'em, is a series of mental calculations. There are 4 rounds of betting, and as the game advances, more cards come out on the table, and each time that happens, it sort of alters your chances and the dynamics of the game. To me, a lot of things in life can be thought of in almost the exact same way, just with a lot more possibilities. Every opportunity that presents itself to you is like a poker hand. It could be great or it could be shitty. Some have great possibilities, some are sure losers, and nothing is guaranteed, just like life. Also like life is the fact that people's fates are basically decided on a combination of their luck and their skill. There are people with shitty skills but good luck, or shitty luck and great skills, or people with good luck and good skills, etc. You get the picture. And before anyone wants to protest and say that there's no such thing as luck, I have seen, been a part of, and dealt at least tens of thousands of hands in my lifetime. Luck and bad luck are very real. They're just not the only things that determine whether you win or lose in the long run. What does determine success, however, is self-awareness and how well you know yourself, your strengths and your weaknesses, and leverage those things. Those players who know how lucky or unlucky or skillful they are and can sort of adapt their strengths and weaknesses to every game and every situation usually will come out on top. So after you talk about the people and what you're starting out with, then it comes to the game itself. Like any external event that impacts your life, or every decision you make that changes the course of your life, everything that happens over the course of a poker hand changes the possibilities of its outcome. The cards that you hold in your hand represent your potential. We went over that. The chips that you have in front of you then represent the assets that you have to invest in any decision that you make. The chips that are in play in the pot then, which represent your potential winnings in any poker hand, are representative of your potential reward for any success. 2 things to note here. One is that your potential winnings are capped by the amount of chips that you have to put in. So the ugly truth is, in life, as in poker, the less capital you start with, the weaker your position will be, even if you win. 2 is that your investment in any given pot should always be proportionate with the potential return. Meanwhile, the other players at the table represent your competition and also any negative forces that are working against you. Their cards, which you can't see, are a mishmash of well understood dangers which you might be able to guess, and also total unknowns. Some of those players will play by the rules, or the unspoken rules if you will, and some of them won't, some of them don't know the rules. All of those people are wild cards. So now you know the lay of the land, and that's going to change at every round. So as everything progresses, you have to sort of keep a mental tally and calculation of every single factor that's going to change where you stand. Like, do you have the nuts, which is the strongest possible hand, or do you have a hand with a lot of potential? Do you have a very weak hand? Is it weak? And if it's weak, is it a long shot, or is it just totally doomed? If you do have the nuts, that's not enough. You have to work and strategize to maximize the pot. In other words, even if you have everything going for you in any given endeavor, you basically have to milk the shit out of that rare occasion in your life, or else you risk wasting it. Most of the time though, you won't have the nuts. So when you're making that calculation of whether your position could get weaker or stronger, you adapt your bet or your investment to see the next card accordingly. It might be that you should invest as little as possible or nothing at all, depending on the vibes that you're getting from your competition, the size of the pot, and the probability of you hitting a card that you need. Or if your competitors seem weak or uncertain of their strength, you might decide that the situation is right to force the other person out before either of you finds out who is better or worse. Either way, you never let them know what you're thinking. All of these incremental analyses are crucial so that you don't make an ill-informed bet or bleed your money and time away making stupid investments or testing your luck at random. In the end, if every move you make in life is an informed one, it will also be decisive. And you'll never be asking what if this or what if that after the fact, because you'll have thought it all through already and picked the best choice. And that's how, no matter what situation you end up in, you'll know how you got there. Even when the outcome is bad, you can never regret making the best decision you could with the cards that you were dealt and the information that you had. You can go forward with a clear conscience and a clear mind, knowing that you will do better in the next round. I hope that was helpful for you guys. I think being decisive is probably one of the best things I've learned in my life, whether it comes to making career decisions or life decisions. So let me know what you think, whether you guys think that this poker analogy got totally out of hand, because I totally understand, or if it was understandable to you even if you didn't play cards. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.